What is up everyone, JJ here, and today in this video I wanted to review my very favorite film roll, which is this right here, the Portra 800. I started out film photography using the Kodak Color Plus and I really love it to this day, and I also use the Portra 400. But with the Portra 400 I felt like I couldn't take night photos as well as with the 800 ISO Cinestill. And when I started thinking about the next film roll to use, I decided to take the best of both worlds and chose to get the Portra 800. Because this has an 800 ISO, it is more sensitive to light, which means that night photos you see more of a glow effect on the LEDs, and when you're in the broad daylight, sometimes there's more of a glow on the highlights of your photos. That's why I really like this film roll, because it's so versatile and I can use it during the day and night. Overall, the look of the Portra 800 is the same as the Portra 400, except that it's more sensitive to light. That means that you're probably going to see more brighter exposed images and also probably a little bit less contrast. And I really like the Portra 800 because it really fits my style, which is a more faded but also colorful look. And it maintains the right amount of contrast while also looking faded. And I really like the amount of grain that they put in the Portra 800 as well. I really recommend this for anyone to get. It really works with night photos and day photos, and I think that you'll have a lot of fun. And with one roll, I usually do about one day photo shoot and also one night photo shoot. So I'll have a half and half of both and an even distribution of the photos that I want. The Portra 800 is a little bit pricier with about $13 per roll, which is quite pricey for film rolls. And I also noticed that there are not many bundle packs for Portra 800, as when I look online, most of the time I have to get about like 3 of individual ones instead of getting like the 5-pack that Portra 400 has. So if you're looking to save money, I would suggest getting Portra 400. You're just not going to see as much glow in the night photos, and it's not going to be as sensitive to light. And also, you can also try the Cinestill, which I really like for night photos, but I actually prefer the Portra because on the LEDs, the lights aren't red. With Cinestill, you're gonna see a little bit of a blue tint, and the photos with the LEDs are gonna be a little bit red. I think a lot of people like that style, but me personally, I prefer the Portra. When shooting with the Portra 800, I usually overexpose the images by 1, which means that when I'm using my film camera, there's a plus minus, and I put it at +1 to mean that I take photos with a little bit of an overexposure to make it so that just the photos are overall brighter. It's a lot easier to compensate for overexposure than it is for underexposure, so I also suggest you guys to do the same as well. When taking night photos, just make sure that your shutter speed is above 1/30th of a second, or else your photos are going to turn out pretty blurry if you're not using a tripod. And yeah, I really suggest this film roll, as it's my favorite right now and I use it for everything just about, and it's perfect for day, it's perfect for night, and I think that you'll find it as a very versatile and amazing film roll. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I just wanted to give you all a very short review of the Portra 800, and hopefully you guys get this film roll as well. Let me know if you have any questions by shooting me a DM on Instagram. I'll have it in my description below. And like and subscribe this channel. It really helps out a lot, and I'll be making a lot more videos from now on. So thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next one.